So one thing I like people to know is that these trainings have been carefully developed over the last 40 years, and they are very intensive trainings in which therapists really not only get an understanding of the model, but also they get an understanding of themselves and how they contribute to the world, how they walk in the world, what they give and what they take. And so these trainings are very special. And I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about how these trainings go. Um, what are the objectives or intentions of a level one, for example?
Yeah, when I saw the power of the model uh, back 40 years ago, I I knew that we had to have intense trainings because people's inner systems are delicate, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's possible to do damage. So we created a system where not only do you learn the basic ideas and techniques, but you get a lot of supervised practice with 3-to-1 ratio in the trainings. And also, as you said, you work with your own parts. You get to know the parts of you that might interfere as a therapist, and you learn how to hold what we call self energy with clients, which is really crucial to healing. So, and to do that takes an intense kind of training.
Mm. Could you tell us more about this self-energy, like what it is?
Yeah, back in the early days of this work, I stumbled onto the discovery that if we can get parts to open a little space inside of people, what I call their self will emerge spontaneously. And when they they come out with these. When the self comes out, it comes out with all these what we call C word qualities. Like suddenly they were focused on a part and they hated it. We get that part to step back, and now out of the blue they feel compassion for it and they want to help it. So compassion and calm and clarity and confidence. These are all qualities that self manifests and across people. So it seems to be a universal essence inside of us. And I stumbled onto a way to access it quickly in clients. And then once they can feel it, they sort of know how to heal themselves. They can take over sessions. So that's
Mhm.
the big deal about IFS is helping people access this essence.
So can you tell us a little bit about how our level ones are developed and how they are a stepping stone into level twos or level threes?
Yeah, so in level one, people get the basics of how to do IFS in general. And also, like I said, get supervised practice because we have a lot of assistants. And so there'll be times where you break into a small group of 3 people and one supervisor and practice with each other. And that's also where you learn about your own parts because as somebody is helping you identify your parts, then you're getting to know them and also getting to know yourself. So that's intensive, and people in the groups get very close often. A lot of vulnerability is created because the trainers go through a long uh, process to become a trainer, and so the trainers are very good at this. And so I'm really proud of the level one programs. But again, it's the basics. And then level twos are more specialized in general. So there are level two trainings on trauma and IFS, or um, I forget all the different topics, but there's a
Couples,
couples, right?
lessons, addictions.
Yeah. So it's similarly intense, and uh, but the focus when you look at the level two menu, you can pick something you want to specialize in, and you get a lot of good information about how to use IFS with that particular kind of client or population. And then
Mhm.
level threes are also for people that really want to be advanced in how to do the model. And do it with really difficult populations, and also for people to even more intensely work with themselves so they can stay in self with clients.
Mhm.